Now, to be in this moment, truly, you need to allow this moment to be. And that's for most humans an unusual thing to do, because most people live in such a way, and you have to be aware of it if it happens in you. They live in such a way as if, and what I'm saying now you can immediately recognize as a form of insanity. They live in such a way as if the present moment were an obstacle that they need to overcome. And most parts of their lives is they are trying to overcome the obstacle of this moment, which means they need to get to the next one where they believe this obstacle will have disappeared. The next moment, which of course never arrives, because your entire life can only ever be this moment, which then remains a continuous obstacle that you need to get beyond, but never get beyond. If that's not insanity, what is? But it's normal. So we don't need to be good at mathematics, which I'm not, to then find the equation normal equals insane. Maybe a little bit extreme, but ultimately true. If normal were not insane, human history would be very different from the way it is. If normal were not insane, what you would hear on the news would be different from what you hear every day on the news. Well, so the present moment then is not an obstacle. The present moment is not my enemy, another way of putting it. I don't want this. This shouldn't be happening. I don't want to be here. I don't have to deal with this. Why isn't it? Why are we still waiting here? When is it going to happen? What's the next thing you have to do? Have you done that? Why haven't you done that? Come the next thing and the next thing. Go into families, see how they talk to their children. They're almost breathless because they're always running after the next thing, and they're telling their children to do the same thing. Okay, now deal with, have you done that? Come on, do it. And then if they get totally exhausted, they sit in the sofa and then switch on the screen. And what they watch on the screen is the people going through that same behavior. But for a moment it feels good because it sends you into a kind of semi-trance-like state because they have their problems and they're not mine. But nobody questions whether to live like that is sane or not. Very rarely. Occasionally these days, the truth comes through here and there, even through the media, occasionally, in certain films, occasionally even on television, occasionally. But mostly, it's a reflection of the collective dysfunction of the human mind.